Saint John the Apostle and the Evangelist gave advice in his first epistle in 2 verses 3 through 11, which I'll read in a moment, about familial relations and love. If you claim to live in the light, but hate a sibling or other family member, you know not the light, but live and remain forever in darkness. Only through reconciling with that family member can you leave behind the darkness and come to be restored to the light. Today, as a part of a New Year's resolution, make plans for you to reach out to that family member with whom you have not spoken, with whom there is anger on one side, the other, or both. Create rapprochement. Create a reconciliation, a détente, for those of you who remember that word for when the US and the USSR worked to talk together. The other side may not respond, or may even rebuff your attempt at the détente. But at least you tried. You then have left the darkness behind. You have cleansed yourself of that sin of familial or sibling darkness. The other still carries the sin. The other carries the burden. Then be certain to say to the Lord, I release my brother, sister, family member, state, the person's relationship to you and their name. I release my brother Timothy from their sin of hatred of me and of failure to reconcile. I do not hold them bound. Use those exact words. Thus, should anything happen to either of you, your soul is not stained for having held another bound by a sin, and there is no doubt, so you carry no burden. If they were to die, they would be able to go to heaven and talk to St. Peter. If you were to die, your soul would not carry the stain of having not forgiven someone a sin, which would forever deny you the kingdom of God. If you hold a sinner bound on earth, he is held bound in heaven for eternity. So too are you held bound by your lack of forgiveness. Remove all anger and hate from your soul, from your heart, and from your mind. Hatred is one emotion that harms only the person who is feeling it, while having no effect on the person for whom it is felt, the person to whom it is directed. It's not really the recipient of the hate, but it's the target of the hate, because they don't receive anything, so they're not really a recipient. It is like drinking poison and expecting the other to die. Yet people still hold on to their hates for decades, allowing it to actually age them, to harm them, while the aim of their hate is often blissfully unaware of the animus. They may only realize the other stops speaking to them suddenly, and nothing more. So remove the darkness, excuse me, and enter the light of Christ's love for the remainder of your natural life, and be with him in love all the days of your life. Here is the first epistle of John, chapter 2, verses 3 through 11. The way we may be sure that we know Jesus is to keep his commandments. Whoever says, I know him, but does not keep his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoever keeps his word, the love of God is truly perfected in him. This is the way we may know that we are in union with him. Whoever claims to abide in him ought to walk just as he walked. Beloved, I am writing no new commandment to you, but an old commandment that you had from the beginning. The old commandment is the word that you have heard. And yet, I do write a new commandment to you, which holds true in him and among you. For the darkness is passing away, and the true light is already shining. Whoever says he is in the light, yet hates his brother, is still in the darkness. Whoever loves his brother remains in the light, and there is nothing in him to cause a fall. Whoever hates his brother is in darkness. He walks in darkness and does not know where he is going, because the darkness has blinded his eyes. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.